Hello, hello, and welcome back to another round of First to Worst. I am going to be your host once again, Dragging on Your Shirt. And yet again, we have Ellie here in the commentator booth.
As always, happy to be here.
All right, and today we are going to be running Amigo versus Arpy, but Arpy is absent today, so it's just Amigo.
Yo,
All
yo.
right. Well, Amigo, when you're ready, go ahead and start rolling your gats and see what you get.
All right, let's see what I get. Oh, that's really good. I got the Marshall Ultra Shot.
Okay.
Ooh. All right, right off the rip.
With the aim point red dot, very nice.
All right.
I'm super happy.
Sweet deal. Well, I guess since you're happy with what you got, do we have any final words?
Hopefully I get a 1.25.
A 1.25.
1.25.
Oh, we already got score predictions. Let's go. All right. Well, I guess when
Yeah.
you're ready, just go ahead and do your thing, and we'll mute and deafen you in the meantime.
All right. So I'm allowed.
Okay.
Yeah, you're allowed to go. Go
Okay.
go on.
Mixer.
All right, and he should be off.
Right out the gate with some of the strongest aura that I have seen, smacking aside one of those floating mines and then just flatlining the two Sosigs walking right up to him.
All right.
That's some incredible stuff.
Okay, well here, let me pull up a, since he's doing a Discord stream, let me pull up a window for you, Ellie, so you can stay here in the present with the rest of us plebs.
Ooh. Good call, good call.
It's
Let me see
it's
where I
all
can find
good.
that.
Yeah, let me just go ahead and... There's that for you.
There we go, let's swap over to that other stream.
All right. And
There
looks
we
like
go.
he's far enough ahead, I can open up the audio for him. Looks like he's already taken a slow approach into lobby. I don't think he actually took the time to stop by the first supply point here.
No. Where am I? Amazing.
All right.
There we go.
Now I go to the supply point.
Oh, so that was the plan. He wanted to clear it out and then go to the supply point. Definitely a solid strategy. I've been seeing a lot of people do that.
And especially with the Marshall, it's very easy. I mean, like, that Marshall could very well carry him to the third hold without any issues whatsoever. Ooh,
Ooh, just
like he's clean
slapping
from the
that
hips.
Cankersaur aside. Just like he don't care. He just shrugging those things off.
I quite love that. It's not my first instinct.
I don't want to judge, but I think he really is just trying to aura max here. All right,
Well,
looks
let's see
like
what he
he's going
rolls.
for the bolt action, getting the SV98 and a free red dot to go with.
Curious as to
Well,
what the
rifle.
intent behind that.
Playing
Just
with it a
to.
lot recently.
I believe
Oh,
it's solely for the free red dot.
I don't know. It looks like I think he just mentioned in his own little commentary he's been working with that sniper rifle. Could be maybe using it to maybe just get an easy tap on those Sosigs as they come in.
The SV98 is definitely one of the stronger bolt actions in my opinion. I think that might be the only weapon in 7.62 by 54R which definitely lays the smackdown.
Absolutely. It feels wrong to call it the grandchild of the Mosin, but it really does have that energy. Oh, and right out first hold, clearing out those two Sosigs coming in.
Oh
Using
yeah.
the shotgun. I was thinking they might use the SV98 to clear them out. But getting those follow-up shots is certainly very, very needed.
Oh my god.
Just
All
getting
right, clear 'em
aggressive with those Sosigs there.
Here we go. First one. First one. A melee kill with that. 3, 4, 5. Where's the last one? He's dry. Opting to reload instead of swapping to the secondary.
Ooh,
Loading it.
right there below
And
and getting
through the air. My goodness. I think aura maxing
Little-
is the theme for this run today.
little hop shot. We definitely love to see our midair
Advance to next system.
midair encryption takedowns.
I am just excited to see what he does next.
Reminds me of The Matrix a little bit. Ellie, you've seen The Matrix, right?
Oh, how many times have I seen it? I'm actually due for a rewatch. I haven't seen it in quite a while.
I just might do that myself.
Ooh. Sneaking by, and he just keeps smacking those canker swords. Oh, and ready for those Sosigs. I couldn't tell.
Stepping into his second supply point. Looks like
that canker sword sneaking up on him.
That canker sword popping in like a monster in a movie.
And avoided getting hit. Very nice. And looks like it was just the one Sosig in the room. Oh, nope. Second one. And he's just right above him.
That canker sword just popping into that supply point like it really needs to tell him about his car's extended warranty.
So let's see what the next move is here. Looks like he might be eyeing up the semi-auto shotty.
Yeah, the semi-auto shotty is definitely a safe bet. Unless you get that one shotgun. I
just realized. I think I might be willing to make a prediction here. Oh. The canker sword's coming up.
Wait, it's over there.
Oh, he's having some issues with the...
It's not pulled back far enough. He can't load around in the chamber.
Yeah, having ourselves a little ghost load fumble here. Oh, wait, no. He's
going to the next hold?
Yeah, that's exactly
going for the next hold. Interesting. Okay, saving up the points for now. We'll see what he decides to spend them on after this hold. But we're going in with our starting equipment. Which, quite frankly, what he's got...
did he just throw a knife?
Went for it. But yeah, with that pump action, absolutely doable to stay at pace with this.
Got a little sideways shot in there. He really is just aura farming.
And lining himself up for that fast, easy takedown.
Right.
There's one.
Oh,
there's
had
two
a double tap on that.
Armor there.
Oh.
3. Oh, he's having trouble connecting. He's got to go for the reload. And the unfortunate of the Marshal right there, that closed port on the underside. That's 4, going for 5.
And there it is.
And
not bad, not bad. He had a little bit of a fumble there, but he still managed to pick up the pace. I think he might have been aura farming a little too much there.
It's that Marshal. The fact that that pump action sleeve covers up lower entry port for the reload, it really throws off your rhythm if you're very comfortable with pump action shotguns. Going for the execute right there.
All right. Looks like we got ourselves a decent lineup on the swarms, but there's one more around that corner.
I don't know if we necessarily got eyes on it yet.
Swarms are up.
Anyone's guess which direction. Going for
He's
the
got one.
shot on the first one.
Ooh, double tap on the second.
He's looking for the last one, and there it is in the corner on the right side.
And
two shot on the last target.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Excellent work, excellent showing. And tried to go for the knife for a little cheeky throwing action, but looks like he's going to have to
slapping that canker. He just loves slapping those canker swords.
It's certainly a move to redirect him. Interesting route. I tend not to opt through the hallways, because I always tend to go the most direct route, but when you're trying to really avoid getting spotted, you really gotta avoid those dark hallways in the vents. I think even on my run, I lost the stealth bonus just because I rounded the corner and there was just something in the dark that noticed me and I saw that red umbrella. But it looks like we're carefully cutting the pie in this room. I think he's gotten just about all of them. Maybe one more right above him. In the vents, I believe.
Yep.
Trying to keep that light reflection, make sure those silhouettes are clear as day.
Surprised I haven't seen a flashlight. A flashlight pop up. Maybe he's rejecting the meta. Maybe he wants to be different here.
That's actually, I haven't tried using a flashlight at all for going through that, but for some of these holes, it is kind of needed area and just shaving
the
off
flashlight
on that one.
has a lot of ups to it. The fact that it acts as a cheap laser sight once you got the focus in all the way, and not only that, it can also blind the Sosigs, helping keep your one hit, keeping them from shooting at you if you blind them. And I've seen Kiri. Actually, in their phase 1, they actually were using flashlights as a sort of trap for the So-Sigs when they come out the gate.
I am truly actually perplexed by this. It really seems like they're breaking the meta right here. I think they're going without buying another weapon yet again. They're going to go through library with nothing but the SV98 and the Marshall.
Wonder if there's a point to this. Are they trying to make a statement, or
maybe going for the 10-point AR right at the end?
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. Maybe we might see a machine gun roll.
I think with the quick bolt, he's confident enough with the sniper rifle. That thing is essentially acting as a semi-auto.
And there it is. He's in the third hold. Time to see what he does.
Analyzing system.
Staying high and dry in that comfy little cover spot. Trying to spot them below him, but
that is that spot right there is definitely one of the more defensible spots you can take. All right, the Hardens are up, switching to the shotgun. He's already got 2 of them. There's 3, there's 4.
Let's just hope that he remembers to pick up that SV98 after he clears his
And
targets.
there's 5. And 6.
Oh no! Looks like he got
there's
hit.
the last one there. He did take a few shots midair. Looks like while he was trying to make some hop shots, the So-Sigs were raring to do some skeet shooting. It is so weird that these So-Sigs can either be the worst shots in gaming history, but sometimes they lock in and just don't miss a beat. making fun of the pain these So-Sigs go through.
All right, here we go.
Swarms are up.
Encryption's up.
Out.
There's 1.
There's 1 hit.
There's 2.
2 hits.
3.
3 hit. Double tap.
4
hit.
And
He's got a load.
1 more.
Trying to figure out where it's at. It's right below him. Just noticed it.
Ooh, whacking a wiener real quick, and there it is.
Starting with the shotgun's good, but like this shotgun, I mean, it's a shotgun's cool, but like I don't really like that covers that.
Yep.
Agreed.
He's saying what we're all thinking.
All right, going right back at it with this blazing fast sniper rifle work.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I'm curious to see what he does with that SV98.
Seeing how far this thing can go. Ooh, there we go. Got that one in the corner. And just cleaning this room out like it's nothing.
He cleaning house with this one. Ooh, slapping these So-Sigs around a little bit.
Over there. He's really helped out by that very high capacity sniper rifle magazine. Those 10 rounds can go a long way. When you got
is up. He's got 1. He got 2. And he's got the first recursive down.
Ooh, he sees it right up there. In a very beautiful spot and cleared like it's nothing.
Don't think he's missed a single shot on those recursives.
Incredible work right there.
Real good job.
I find it interesting. I'm not sure if they're making a statement on this or not, but they are playing very, very careful with those.
I think they're definitely weapons. Trying to token max here.
Don't tell me he spotted me.
Definitely, absolutely. I'm really curious to see what he does with all of them.
Just gonna buy some weapons of absolute mass destruction. There are some good, more expensive rolls, like the machine gun roll instantly gets you a assault, at least an assault rifle with a 100-round magazine.
Ooh, took the hit right from the other end of the hallway.
Dude,
Deeply
that guy
unfortunate.
a raise. What the?
Yeah, but just like what we were saying earlier, sometimes So-Sigs can be some crack shots, and other times they are some goofy shots. Ooh, just slapping these So-Sigs around.
In their element, though. Close quarters really seems to be their forte.
Yeah, whack those wieners, man.
See again with the canker sword.
He just likes to whack things. Man, forget that. We need to call these we need to call this guy Whackin' Amigo or Amigo Whacker or something.
Quite surprised that they haven't done any of it with the axe that's currently on their shoulder right now. It's a prime whacking.
All right. Looks like they're about to step into the force supply point. And are they going to actually buy anything? Or are they just going to keep rocking with their starting loadout here?
I would have to think something's got to give at this point. The regenerative encryption is definitely not ooh, there we go.
There's the 8-point assault rifle getting a IA2.
I believe. Yes, the IA2. That's honestly a curious little thing.
You know, I'm going to point this out. The IA2 might be, it's not exactly, but it is very similar to the FAL, I've noticed.
So I think a reason for this, so this is a little bit of a small arms history for the chat right here. So Brazil adopted the FAL as their standard primary weapon for their armed forces and their police a little after it was adopted globally by NATO. So my thinking is here, with the IA2, they pulled a lot of design philosophy from the FAL in order to make their intermediate cartridge rifle that I think is now in wide use in their military.
Ooh, hey, getting ourselves a grenade launcher.
Interesting choice. And with the IA2,
no, he didn't want it. He didn't want the GP25.
I think we were looking for something that had a bit better
I think he wanted a 203 to use appers on the
That's a good point. I never thought
on
of that.
The refractive. And you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he would have done it, but having the 203 just on standby would give him the ability to make a quick swap to a quicker switch to his current shotgun to take out the refractive.
But we're on it for hold 4 now.
We're stuck over here in Concourse.
Oh no! Shot
taking some shots here. But the stealths are up. We got 1, we got 2. 3. And the last one should be around here somewhere. Nope, there was 2 more.
Last 2 right there covered. Yeah, you can hear his own commentary that trying to get the
he's trying to be like Jedi, doing the cool reloads. That's okay though. Everyone wants to be like Jedi, right?
Oh, absolutely. I gotta say, I was
quite
surprised to see him end up in the goulash. But
at the end of this, we have to try and convince Jedi and Anton to do a 1v1.
Oh goodness, that would be a fun match to watch. Gotta say though, it's definitely made me feel like I gotta show up more for the cool reloads. All right, here we go.
All right,
shaving off those targets, opting to not use any
taking out those blemishes. Got 1 on the other side, but the polymorph is looking to be stubborn. And there goes the polymorph. Poor Amigo here just keeps getting backshotted by these SOSIGs.
Analyzing system.
It's always when he ain't looking, those SOSIGs come around the corner and get him.
Yeah, unfortunate, but we press on regardless. Up to the full. He's noticing those riot dogs, the breacher dogs coming in hot. Trying to get that extra stop in power. And ready with the infinite ammo.
Dog. Honestly, with how mean these SOSIGs have been. Oh wait, no, infinite ammo, and he's preempting it too. All right, the regen is up. Ooh, going side by side with it.
Seems to have an idea of what he's doing and a game plan.
And there goes the regen. Not too bad, not too bad.
Not bad at all. I think that was a clear of less than 5
so
seconds.
So if I was have to guess, based on how many times he's gotten hit and the what was his prediction? He wanted to get at least a 125, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think he might at the very least be on track. If he can keep up the speed and maybe not get hit in the 5th hold. He might be on point for maybe a 119, maybe 120. What do you think, Ellie?
I think a 120 is certainly possible, depending on their performance on the last hold in particular. If they're able to manage to not get shot and also not get spotted between here and the next hold, I think they might just have enough to barely eke out that 120. Oh, it's sneaking. Wow, goodness. Sneaking past those lasers like it's nothing.
Come on.
Oh, and he's... and then once again... Definitely somebody very comfortable with the movement setting that they're currently using.
He just keeps slapping them aside. Like he doesn't even let them like charge up or anything. He just slaps them aside like they're not even worth the time. I wonder if he's getting a little turned around here, taking a stroll through pipes.
I feel like there's like 10 times better routes that I could have taken.
Oh, maybe. Well, I think he might just be lost. Oh, taking a stroll through Inclinator here.
Doing training.
Oh no, and he can't take the easy out of just going all the way to the bottom to take the metro unless he really wants to get into the hot zone very fast.
Mm-hmm.
Turn left here and bingo, we're here.
It looks like they found their way.
Yep, he found it. He's now
taking the
in some garden. He's in the garden right here. A good chance for him to take a pause and touch some grass. It's virtual grass though, so I don't know if it counts.
Now I'm thinking I should have bought like a stealth dog.
Thinking he should have bought a stealth dog for something. Maybe thinking about his entrance into the final hold, trying to maintain the stealth bonus.
Considering the fact this is the only thing he's bought outside of those power-ups, he definitely has some tokens to spend. So...
Well, you can't take him with you, so we'll see what he decides to spend him on here.
Okay.
Looks like we're getting a shield dog, and I'd imagine he would probably want to get another shield dog.
For the shield dogs.
No bullet boost? Wait,
selling the shotgun?
No, he thought about it. He thought about it.
My move would be to get rid of the SV98. I don't think it's serving much of a purpose at this point.
Yeah, there's not much else he can get at the moment.
Buy for 2 points.
So I'm just kind of stuck with this loadout, which is not ideal, but you know, at least got
this. Ooh, getting some tracers.
I suppose, yeah. There's not really much. There's not many options that they've got. Oh, and they had the point though.
Could have gotten a flashlight though, but. They're thinking. I can see those. I can see those gears turning.
I think my gears might even be turning a little bit. He doesn't have a power dog. All right, yeah. Clear out.
That's interesting. Taking the stealth dog to maintain stealth.
That is honestly a clever play, though, because right now at this point, a thing that he needs to do to stay on the up and up and get that at least that 120 is just to get all the bonuses that he can with the stealth and the.
And he's in it. He's in the 5th and final hold. Time to see if Amigo can make it out on the other side.
He's guaranteed the bonus from the last interstitial round, so if he manages to keep this bonus for the current round, I think he might just get that 120, if not more. Going for cascading and mag dumping it to open it up.
Yep. Got it down to the cheesy bits.
Excellent reflexes, though. He's taking them out.
Just one more.
They're in his dot.
And there it goes. Not too bad. Just goes to show how much a good optic can make a difference.
Absolutely. I think I might have an idea for what the plan is for the final target. He's held on to that sniper rifle for all this time. Might be going for a dual wield with both the shotgun and incredible lean right there.
You know, that's a good idea. Trying to double take the refractive with the SV98 and that shotgun with number 4 might be enough to maybe double, maybe even one tap the refracting. The 7.62 by 54R does slap.
One tapping it without.
All right.
Ooh, and here we go. Got that.
Orthogonal
And
is
not
up.
opting to use the shield.
Ooh, the
Interesting choice.
orthogonal is being real nice and kind to.
Wow, that has
And
to-
cleared
Wow.
it. No hits. No use
I've
of the
never
shield
had
dog at
anything
all.
like that within my play.
The orthogonal just letting Amigo have it, being nice and kind to him. Man,
Planets are
What did he
aligning. It's
do?
the home stretch here.
what did he do? Did he like riz up the orthogonal beforehand? Like, man, I need to ask him what his secret is.
Ooh, very careful game being played right here. Getting shot from the left through those slats. It is decent cover, but it is not the solid wall right there. You can easily get hit by just a stray round that slides through those little cracks. And staying on top of those breacher dogs as they rush forward. That tracer round is just doing enough to keep them down long enough to just get a couple extra rounds in them.
All right, the
And here we go,
refractive is up.
refracted time. Taking the shield, infinite ammo with the shotgun.
Ooh, we got one shot. Oh, swapping to the IA2. Getting
This will definitely
just,
hurt for the speed
just doing a
department,
dance
but
here.
He's going as fast as he can, just getting them off as soon as they show up.
And should be
And that
one
shield
shot
dog-
left, and there
And
it
cleared
is.
it.
Good job, Amigo there.
No
Hell
hit
yeah,
for
let's
the
see-
final round. Let's see the
Let's
score.
see that score
A
there.
123. Incredible work.
Hell
Incredible
yeah,
showing
hell
on their
yeah.
part.
Yeah.
All right, well, let me go ahead and jot their score down, and then we'll pull them in and tell them how much of a terrible, terrible job they did. You'll back me up on that one, right?
Oh, I don't know. I might have to sugarcoat it a bit too.
Wow. Ellie telling us that there's not a single mean bone in there.
Alright.
All right, let's see here.
Spanish.
We have Duck and Love over here. Okay, so we got the score in. Let's go ahead and pull our contestant in.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? Oh, there it is. Hey, how's it going? How
Yo,
you
what up?
feeling?
Pretty good. That was a little wonky, but like still better than I thought.
Hey, you know what? You're not too far off from your from the score you were going for. So that was a phenomenal job there. I mean, what? That's not a personal best, is it?
No, my personal best is 1.29.
Oh, well, still a 123 is nothing to scoff at. That's still a pretty solid competitive score there.
Had me scared for a bit during that fourth hole. You just kept getting surrounded by those dogs midway.
I know.
I do have to say, I am impressed that you made it as far as you did with the SV98 and the Marshall 870 there.
I gotta ask, is the SV98 just something that you're that comfortable with? You feel like you can just push it that far ahead?
Yeah, I mean, the SV98 is the sniper rifle, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I bought it solely for the blue nodes. I keep forgetting the name of. So then I don't have to like go up with like the buckshot and just shoot it up close or
Oh yeah,
skim
yeah,
it.
yeah. Refractives, the refractive targets, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely a really good showing on your part. Like that was a phenomenal performance.
Yeah, that was just a really good job. I'm absolutely just shocked. I do have to ask, did you did you do something to get the orthogonal to just agree with you? Because it just kind of seemed like it just let you
I
have
don't
it.
know. Maybe the amount of times I've yelled at it when I'm like playing like practice rounds. It's like, all right, man, I don't want to hear yell anymore. I'll just let you kill me.
Yeah, that being said, I was quite surprised to see how you decided to meter out all of your power-up hot dogs. Obviously, you didn't get lucky grabbing any of the bullet boosts if that was if that
Hmm.
was what you were looking for.
I was
But
looking for that.
hmm which is odd. Usually, it seems like bullet boost is the one that's more than happy to give you. That infinite dog is always the one that seems to be pretty scarce.
Mhm.
But
Hmm.
opting to use the shield dog on the final target instead of the orthogonal was certainly a gamble. It definitely played out in your favor as that thing just shot right up to just be in your line
Mhm.
of sight the entire time.
Yeah.
But using that shield dog, knowing that you're going to have to be in the fray on that last hold, that was really just smart thinking on your feet right there.
Well, I was
Oh, yeah.
thinking of using the shield dog for the last node instead of the orthogonal, but the orthogonal's like, I'm gonna let you, win.
Yeah.
But if I didn't get the if I used the shield dog, I would have probably poached up there and like try to shoot it from far instead of like
Mhm.
going down rush down.
So with that too, interesting thought here. You opted to you got like one shot off with the Marshall, and then just mag dumped that final target with the IA2. I was
Hmm.
curious if you were if you at all crossed your mind on hitting it with the dual action with the sniper rifle and the Marshall, considering you still have it.
Ooh.
And then going with the IA2, but clearly I don't think it really made that much of a difference. That 123 is certainly just
Oh
enough
yeah.
to really
That's
push
that's
you that
gonna
far
be
ahead.
that's gonna be a tough one for RP to beat. So
Hmm.
it's basically it's up to RP to see if you go into the winners bracket or if we gotta set you aside and use you for goulash ingredients.
One
Well,
thing, okay. One thing I like to add: if you ever wondered why, like, I ever like move my controller like super close to my face when I'm looking up, it's because
Mhm.
my base plates. I don't know if I show it now, but like it'll start to glitch out sometimes. I think I'm like the sweet spot here. But right now, my base plate is on like a drawer on a Clorox bottle, and right behind me is on the lamp.
Oh, oh my
that
goodness.
sounds
Okay.
awful.
But I adapted around it when I was doing my practice runs.
Well,
Soon I'll have it on the ceilings or the walls, either or, whatever.
just reminding me that I really got to take the time and reposition one of my base stations and make the landlord a little more pissed off at me. So
All right. Well, I guess we're pretty much all ready to close up shop. So, Amigo, do we have any final words for the chat or your contestant?
For the contestant, good luck. Hope you get good rolls. And to everyone out there, good night, because I need to go to bed.
Yeah. I gotta go get myself some food or something. So, to to everyone who's still watching, keep practicing, stay hydrated, and Ellie, thanks again for commentating. Uh,
as always, happy to be here.
all right, and we will see you all in the next round of First to Worst. You all take
Whoop
care.
whoop.